Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are riding. Welcome to our Pace Ride from Home series. We're going to get into another playlist right away here. We have a nice mix, heavy, quick, and we're going to get into things right away. So power shift is going to go all the way to the right, taking a couple big turns. We're starting nice and slow to warm up those legs. Starting to hear that beat. It's nice and slow. So we're going to make sure we're feeling that resistance right from the start here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Always focusing on that beat. That beat is always number 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more big juicy turn. Jumping it out of that saddle. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hands are nice and light. Keeping that core nice and strong. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go, Pace. Tap that booty back. Tap, tap. Moving that weight into those glutes. 4 corners, we go back, up, back, and up. Back to that tap. Tap, tap. That booty should be starting to feel nice and warm. 4 corners, we go back, up. Just ride. Settling back into that beat. Just those legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more round of movements in this warm-up. Taking what you need to prepare that body. Reaching down, another big turn. Legs should be starting to feel that pushback. Starting to feel that fire, feeling nice and warm here. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Really checking in with that core. Keeping it nice and tight. Hands are nice and light. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go, Pace. One more time. Tap it back. Tap, tap. 4 corners, we go back and up. Back to taps, here we go. Tap, tap. Do not forget about that core. One more time, 4 corners. Just those legs. Walking it out. We should be feeling nice and warm. We're gonna speed things up right away here. Getting that heart rate nice and high, which means it's gonna be nice and light. So power shift goes to the left. Take everything off that dial. And then taking a couple turns here. Making sure you are always in full control of your own legs. Starting to find that beat. With these quick ones, we are not there long. So we have 2 rounds of work. It's gonna be quick, but it's short. Take another turn. Start to feel that beat under those legs. First round, 30 seconds, that's it. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Settle into it. Set that intention, tell yourself you can. 30 seconds of work here, getting that heart rate nice and high. One more turn. Jump it up. Focusing on that beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Once again, making sure those hands are nice and light. Core is engaged. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna tap our hands in and out. In, out. Fingertips are light. Almost there. In and out. In and out. Drop it down, let it go. Flush out those legs, you guys. Checking in with that heart rate. We should be feeling it. It should be high. One more chance, just like that. So take what you need here. Grab some water. Take control of that heart rate, let it slow. And then right away, We're gonna bring those legs back in for one more push. Big turn on that dial. 1, 2, 1, 2. Jump it up. Focusing on that beat. Full control of those legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We move again. Tap in and out. Halfway there. Stay on it. In and out. In and out. Stay up, stay on it. All the way to that finish line. Less than 10 seconds here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let it go. All right, you guys. That heart rate should be nice and high. Now we are going to get into our first nice, juicy, heavy one here. So resetting that dial. Power shift to the right. And then 3 or 4 big turns to get us started here. Now that we're on these hills, I want you to remember that challenge is on that resistance. This beat is going to be easy to catch, so it's up to you to make sure you are growing, that you are getting stronger. 1, 2, 1, 2. Adding another big turn. Make sure we're feeling that fire before we even jump up. One more turn. Here we go, bass. Jump it up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That resistance is there. That resistance is number 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. We move. 1 pump, 1 dip. Double up, out, and in. Side dips. Dropping one of those elbows at a time. Double up. Just ride. That beat fades, but we keep pushing through here. Halfway up that hill, checking in with those legs, checking in with that dial. If we are not feeling that burn, if this is comfortable, I want you to try to push yourself to add it onto that dial to feel that fire. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pushing and pulling with those legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more round of movements, exactly the same. 1, 2, 1, 2. One last turn here, pace. Here we go. 1 pump, 1 dip. Two, out and in. Side dip. Feeling it in those obliques. 2 and 2. Just ride. Flush out those legs. Take a second. Let it go. Breathe. Resetting that dial. Like I said, it's a nice balanced playlist. We kind of jump back and forth here. So we're gonna speed things back up. We're gonna focus on that heart rate once again. So flesh out those legs for a second. Take what you need. We get into our first jog of the day. So that power shift is gonna go to the middle. We're gonna take 2 or 3 big turns. So this one is not as quick as those super fast ones, but we're gonna focus on that heart rate. Instead of going up in intervals, when we jump up, I want you to see if you can stay on that beat for the full 2.5 minutes here. So hearing it, finding it under those legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Adjusting that dial, little bit of a pushback, full control of your legs. And then when you're ready, bring it up out of that saddle. We're gonna hold it up here to the end. 1 pump, 1 dip. Double up, here we go. Out and in. Just ride. 1, 2, 1, 2. A minute and a half left in this jog. It is not a long one. I know it's a little bit harder to stay up on that beat when it's quicker like this. Count that beat in your head. See how long you can hold it up. And then the moment you feel comfortable, that's when I need you to find that challenge. Reach down and add it on. Focusing on that beat. We're gonna have one more round of movements here, pace. Focusing on those legs, and then bringing in those moves when you can. Here we go. 1 pump, 1 dip. Double up, we move. Out, in. Just ride. 8 seconds to the end. Do not give up on it yet. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, let it go. Holy moly, you guys. Heart rate should be nice and high. Grab some water and then flush it out. When you're ready, we're jumping right back on another hill. Power shift to the right. Reset that dial if you need. We're starting with 4 or 5 big turns. Slow beat, so the challenge is up to you to find. Making sure it's heavy, making sure it counts. 1, 2, 1, 2. Jump it up. Settle into this speed. Get comfortable on it. Side to side. Light hands. Heavy legs. Reach down. Add a turn. 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. Tap it back. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Engaging that core. Hold it back, we hover. Back. That back is nice and flat. Belly button tucked into that spine. Weight in those legs. Jump it up. Right back on that hill. Right back on that uphill climb here. 1, 2, 1, 2. A little bit of a longer hill here. We have 4 minutes. So when we're on these longer climbs, I want you to really focus on adding on to that dial the moment this feels easy for you. You do not have to wait for me to tell you to add it on. You know what honoring that pace means to you. You know what your body can take. So as soon as you get comfortable, as soon as you're in your comfort zone, I want you to push yourself out of it. Reach down, add a big turn. Continue to bring in that side to side, pushing and pulling those legs. Focusing on that resistance. Here we go, pace. Tap it back. hover. Nice flat back here, strong core, light hands, feeling it in that booty. Bringing back those taps. Back, tap. Feeling that fire, feeling that burn. Hold it back, we hover. Do not compromise that lower back here. Belly button stays tucked into that spine. Back is nice and flat. See if you can bring that booty back a little bit further. Isolate. Just those legs moving right to that finish line. Pushing through, try to stay on that beat. Let it go. All right, you guys, flushing it out, like I said, back and forth. So we are gonna speed things up once again. Power shift to the left, reset that dial, just like that first quick one. 2 rounds of work. They are not long, so when we get there, 100% effort to spike that heart rate. Taking a couple turns under those legs. Make sure you have full control here. You don't want your legs just flying. Start to hear this beat. Start to catch it under those legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. Jump up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That beat is number 1 here. Focus on it. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're halfway there. Add the dip. Dip high, dip low. So close. Drop down. Flash out those legs. Breathe. This is your chance to check in. If your legs kept flying without you, you know you gotta make it a little heavier. Make sure you're in full control. Check in with that heart rate. It should be high, we should be out of breath. We should be feeling that chest. Take another turn on that dial. Start to find this beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more round. That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Like I said with these quick ones, we are not there long. Make it count. Jump it up. Focus on that beat. Count it in that head. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. I know it's quick. Make that choice to push through with me. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, pace. Bring in the dip. Keeping those hands nice and light. Just ride. Right to that finish line. That beat is your only focus right now. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Drop down. Letting it go. Flashing out those legs. Taking a second to let that heart rate slow. And then you guys probably already know, we are jumping back on a heavy one. Slowing things back down. Reset that dial. I know we're starting to get tired, you guys, but do not take these slow ones as a break. They should be the challenge. This is where we're really finding that fire. Starting with 5 or 6 big turns. Slowest beat yet, so it has to be the heaviest. 1, 2, 1, 2. Feeling that pushback. One more turn. Jump it up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Feeling this music, feeling this beat. 5-minute climb, longest one of the day. And for majority of this track, We are simply focusing on that beat and these legs. So close your eyes if you need to. Take whatever it is that feels good to you. Use this track. Reset those goals, reset that intention. Remember why you clipped in, and continue to honor that pace and find that challenge. I know you are getting tired, but I also know you are stronger than you think you are. So if you're like me and right now, you're thinking I could probably make this a little heavier, reach down, make that choice, add it on. You are in full control of what you get out of this right now. We're gonna bring those hands up high, bring that booty to the back, hover. Staying on that slow beat. If your body is trying to move faster than that beat, it's probably not heavy enough. So reach it down, take a juicy turn. Bring that booty back a little bit further if you can. Making sure we're not compromising that lower back. The back stays nice and flat. Focusing on tucking that belly button right up into your spine and pushing and pulling with those legs. Jump it up. Right back to that beat. It comes back. Settling back into it here, pace. Halfway up that hill. Push and pull. 1, 2, 1, 2. I wish we could be in the same room right now, but one thing that I want to remind you is that this workout has nothing to do with me. You are clipped in for you, whatever those goals are, whatever honoring that pace means to you, you have full control of that. It is up to you to make that choice, to make this count. Reaching down, adding another turn. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hands go high, booty back. Back into that hover. Transferring that weight into those glutes. Booty should be burning here. Once again, really focusing on keeping that core nice and strong. Belly button's tucked in, back is flat, and we are pushing and pulling those legs. Equal weight on both sides here. Feeling that fire. We cut the bounce. Try to stay on that beat. Feel that burn. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bring back the bounce. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, you guys. Jump it up. Right to the top. We are almost there. One, two, 1, 2. One last turn. Pushing through to the very top. We hear it. And let it go. All right, you guys. Very quick one coming up. Reset that dial. We have standing sprints. So, the good news, we have about a minute before we get into that first round of work. The bad news is I'm not a fan of breaks. We're gonna use this time because we're clipped in anyways, so we might as well do something here. Resetting that dial if you haven't already. Power shift to the right. About 4 big turns. Nothing crazy heavy, but still feeling that pushback. We hear that beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Jump it up. Like I said, a little bit of time before we get to that first round. When we do get to those standing sprints, That power shift is gonna be left. It's going to be light, but as always, making sure you are in full control of your own legs, squeezing that core, light hands. We're gonna be jumping up in intervals, going up for 8, down for 8, and following me from there. Keep moving that body. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we can bring it down to that saddle. Start to adjust that resistance into where we want to be for round 1. So power shift is left. Enough on that dial to be in full control of your own legs. That beat is going to start to wind up here. We're going to hear that build up. Start to find that double speed under those legs. Make sure you're in control on this quicker beat. If not, take a little more. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, you guys, 30 seconds of work here. Jump it up. 5, 6, 7, 8, back down. Focus on that beat. Up. Back down, speed it up. 4 and 4. Up. Down. Up. And down, lifting with that core. Up. Down. Up. Down, 2 and 2, this is it. Up. Down. Focus on that beat. So close. Up, down. Let it go. Flush out those legs. Breathe. I'm gonna give you a nice little break in between these rounds because round 2 is a little bit longer. One more push, but it is double the length. So take what you need here. You know exactly what's coming up. So I want you to set that goal, set that intention, whatever it is you want to accomplish on this second push. Start to bring those legs back in, you guys. This is it. Right to the end. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Jump it up. 5, 6, 7, 8, back down. Find that beat. Jump up. 5, 6, 7, 8, back down. 4 and 4. Here we go. Up. Down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up. Back down. 2 and 2. Up. Down. Stay on that beat. Up, down, up, down. 4 and 4. Up, back down. More than halfway. Down, up, and down. Up, down. 8 and 8. Up. And down, one more jump pace. Here we go. Up. Down, stay on it to the end. Let it go. All right. Catching that breath. Slowing down those legs. You know what to expect. We go quick, we go slow. So we're gonna slow things back down. Another friendly reminder that these slower beats only work when you choose to add it onto that dial. It's gotta be heavy. We gotta find that burn in those leg muscles here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Starting with 4 or 5 big turns. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pushing through. Find that resistance where you're feeling that challenge. 1, 2, 1, 2. Jump it up. Focusing on that core through this entire track. We're gonna bring in those side crosses. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go, you guys. Single arm cross. Double up. Squeeze those abs. Shoulders down from those ears. Full arm cross. Upper body stays nice and strong. Weight is in those legs. Core is squeezing. Cross, cross. Bring that booty back, hover. That's it. Round 2 is gonna come in right away. Staying on that beat. One more turn. Jumping it back up. Round 2, single arm cross. Cross, cross. Double it up. Squeezing those abs. 2 pumps, single cross. Here we go. Out, out, cross, cross. 2 more. Just ride. Settling back into that beat. More than halfway through. One more set of movements. Now is that time to really check in once again. More than halfway through. Are you comfortable right now? Are you just going through the motions? If this is not really challenging you, now is that chance to find that challenge. Reaching it down, adding it onto that dial. Once again with these movements, focusing on that core squeeze, shoulders down, weight in those legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. Last push pace. Single arm cross. Cross, cross, double up. Both arms up, cross. If you feel yourself tipping forward here, stick to those single arms, but really focus on squeezing that core and having your weight in those legs. 2 pump, single cross. Cross, cross, out, out, cross, cross. 2 more, this is it. Last one. Just ride. Grinding all the way to the top of this hill. It's not over. Weight in those legs. Hands nice and light. Big turn on that dial. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Pushing through. Making it hard all the way to the top. 1, 2, 1, 2. And let it go. Flashing it out, you guys. Holy moly, we are more than halfway through class. Flash out those legs. We get into our one and only climb race of the day. So we're gonna start things off nice and heavy. Power shift to the right. 4 or 5 big turns. Start to find the speed. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bring it out of that saddle. Feeling that push back in those legs. When the speed speeds up, we drop it down, smash that power shift left, and race in that seated position. Full control of our legs. Start to wind it up here. Don't touch your dial yet. This part should burn. It should be heavy enough to struggle. Round 1. Drop down, smash left, race. Don't let that lower body bounce. Core stays strong, in control of our legs. Those hands are wide on those handlebars. We're focusing on that beat. Already halfway through race number 1. It is not long. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let it go. All right, once again, if your legs were flying without you, that was your little taste tester to make sure it's heavier and that you are in control for round 2. We're gonna hit that power shift back to the right. Take a big turn here. Jump it back up. 1, 2, 1, 2. We have one more race, but this one is 3 times the length. 1.5 minutes all the way to that finish line. Focusing on that beat all the way to the end. Start to wind those legs up. Feel that pushback pace. This should feel like the hardest part. 1, 2, 1, 2. We don't touch that dial yet. Pushing through. Race number 2. Drop down, smash left race. 1.5 minutes here. Settle into that beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna bring our hands in. Legs are still number 1. That beat is still your priority here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hands out. Less than a minute to go, pace. You have made it this far. Do not give up on this beat. If this is feeling easy, you know that's when you need to add it on. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 30 seconds here. Bring in the dip. Engaging those arms, but legs are still your focus. Dip, dip. So close. Just right. And let it go. All right, pace. Flush out those legs. Grab some water. Taking whatever it is you need here. We are slowing things back down once again. So that power shift back over to the right. Reset that dial. My favorite track. It had to come back for round 2. Power shift right, like I said. We're only here for 2.5 minutes. It's a short one, and I want you to make it damn heavy. So starting with 6 big turns. That beat's gonna come in. It's a short track, so do not waste any time here. Start to catch it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Legs should already be struggling to find that beat. It is heavy. It is feeling that burn. We're focusing on that resistance. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more turn here, pace. Strong core, light hands. Here we go. Jump it up out of that saddle. We are only up for 2 minutes. It's a short track. Focusing on that fire in those legs. Once we settle in, once we are honoring that pace and feeling that burn, I want you to take this track to really bring that mind 100% onto that bike. We are almost at the end of our class. I know we are tired, and I know it is very easy to get distracted, especially when you are riding from home. This is your chance to bring yourself back, to remember why the hell you clipped in at the beginning of this playlist. This is your class, this is your time, and your time is the most valuable thing you have. We are not gonna waste it just going through those motions. We are gonna honor that pace. We are going to get stronger together from the comfort of our own homes until we can ride together. Reaching down, big turn, you guys. Less than a minute here. It is heavy. You are pushing past any voice in your head telling you that you cannot do it, because I promise you, you can. Here we go. We're gonna move. One pump, one tap. Out, back. Double it up. Out, back. Just rise, 10 seconds. One more turn. Right to the top pace. That's it. Walk it out. Flush it out. Bringing yourself back to this bike. 2 tracks left. Fastest one of the day, and then heaviest one of the day. And then we are done. If you are only able to give 100% effort for 2 tracks, I want it to be these 2. Whatever it is that your very best is, only you know, but I challenge you to do your very best here. Start to bring those legs in. We reset that dial. Power shift it to the left, and then start to find the speed. 1, 2, 1, 2. That beat has slowed down. So we're gonna adjust that dial to support our legs on this beat. 2 jumps out of that saddle. Some of you guys know what's about to happen. I don't care if you know. I don't care if you don't know. I still challenge you to do your very best here. 100% effort. That beat starts to change. Bring those legs onto it. Round 1, 30 seconds. Jump it up. Quickest beat of the day, but it's the last quick one. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Stay on it with me. It's a sprint. 1, 2, 1, 2. So close. Let it go. Dropping back down to that saddle pace. Holy moly. 1 down, 1 to go. That heart should be pounding so fast. You should feel like a little hamster right now. Feeling that heart right in your chest. 1 more chance. 1 more chance to give it your all here. We have a couple seconds here to slow it down. And then we have 1 more push. 10 seconds longer than that first one. So if you were only able to hold it up for 5 seconds in that first round, see if you can go an extra 5. I don't care if you hold it up the entire time or not, but you know what you're capable of, and I want you to see if you can go 5 more seconds than you think you can. If you can, challenge yourself to sprint all the way to the end, remembering this is our last fast track. Bring those legs back in. Once again, make sure you are in full control here. 1, 2, 1, 2. The beat starts to change once again. Picking up speed. If that first round did not kick your booty, 1 more turn. 30 seconds pace. Jump it up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Those hands stay light. You, your legs, and that beat. 1/3 done. 1, 2, 1, 2. Halfway. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's not over. 10 more seconds here. of breath. One more track, you guys. This was one of my very first spin tracks, and it is still one of my favorites. So we're gonna bring that power shift to the middle. We're gonna reset that dial. Taking a second here, hear that beat. It is slow, like really slow. So this needs to be so heavy. Not like a normal climb, but like barely moving your legs heavy. So we're gonna take 10 turns. You heard me right. Last track, last chance. Legs should barely feel like they can move here. Now power shift goes right, jump it up. Grinding it out on that beat. We have 45 seconds to really feel that burn. Every single movement should feel like the hardest push of the day on this one. If this feels easy, you know what to do. Add a turn. The beat is slow, so if it's not heavy enough, your body weight might want to move a little bit faster. That's your sign that you need to turn it up to get something out of this one. Keep pushing. Stay up. Now add a turn. Legs should want to give up here, but I need you to be stronger than that voice of doubt. I need you to honor that pace for one more track here. Heaviest class you have ever ridden. Tell yourself whatever you need. Drop it down. Don't touch your dial. Power shift can go left. Flush it out. One more chance. Right to that finish line. Making it as heavy as you physically can without those legs actually stopping. Bring it back here. You know what that first round felt like for you. You know how much more you can take. Power shift right, jump up. Turn it up. Feel that fire right to the end. That resistance is our focus. Last track of the day. Last chance to make this count pace. It is your time. You have the opportunity to get a little bit stronger, to make yourself proud. So do not hold yourself back from finding that challenge. Feel that burn. This is not comfortable, but we are not here for comfortable. 1, 2, 1, 2. One last turn. Right to the end. Push those legs, whatever you gotta do. All the way. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let it go. Flush it out. Take it off, you guys. Taking a second to breathe. Keep moving those legs. As always, looks a little different, but a big cheers from me to you. Thank you guys for so much for supporting us from your homes, for continuing to honor that pace, to ride with us. Whatever you left on that bike, it is always enough. I hope you are feeling proud of yourself for whatever you were able to leave today. Taking some time to stretch it out, to give some gratitude to those muscles, to that mind. This is a very strange time. So whatever you were able to give, it is always enough. So just remind yourself of that. Be proud and appreciate those bodies and those minds. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.
This is a place where